So, have you ever found yourself gazing out an airplane window, maybe on holiday, and just wondered what would it actually be like to work in that world? Maybe even travel the globe as part of the job. Well, today we're doing a deep dive into exactly that. We're looking at the latest opportunities with IndiGo Airlines' huge recruitment drive for 2025. Yeah, our mission here is basically to sift through all the info you've shared with us, find out what's genuinely exciting about these roles, and tell you exactly what you need to know if you're thinking of applying. And, right off the bat, a couple of things really jumped out at me. First, it's an all India thing, open to both men and women.
Right.
And that includes freshers, people just starting out, and experienced folks. Plus, and this is big, there's no application fee.
Yeah, that's pretty significant nowadays, isn't it? Takes away one barrier immediately.
Totally. So, digging into the sources, what's really striking is just the sheer variety of jobs available, like the volume and the breadth. It's not just cabin crew and ground staff, although it's worth noting, for ground staff, even a 10th pass minimum is mentioned.
Okay. But it goes way beyond that. They're looking for engineers, the people keeping the plane safe, officers, finance consultants. Imagine the economics of an airline like Indigo.
Complex stuff.
Security roles,
Mm-hmm.
customer service. It's a really wide net, and the qualifications reflect that. They're looking for people with 10th, 12th pass, ITI certificates, diplomas, degrees,
Yeah.
basically a huge range.
Well, what's fascinating there, picking up on that, is what the sources say about the direct selection process.
Ah, yes. Tell us about that.
It seems like a pretty big shift from how things are often done.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, there isn't a written exam.
Really? No,
For
what?
many roles, yeah. Like for cabin crew, the selection seems to mostly hinge on an interview and a group discussion, or GD.
Okay.
Now, for the more technical jobs like engineering, they might add a skill test, which makes sense.
Sure.
But the core idea seems to be direct engagement. It suggests they're putting a lot of weight on, communication skills right away, personality, how you fit culturally, maybe more than just test scores. So less about rote learning, more about you.
Exactly. It streamlines things, focuses on your actual abilities and how you interact.
That makes sense. Okay, let's unpack a few more practical bits. What about salary expectations? The sources give an indicative figure saying it can go up to around $45,000 per month. Obviously, that's going to vary a lot depending on the specific job and your experience level.
Of course. But it gives a ballpark.
And the age limit seems pretty broad, too, generally starting at 18, going up to around 45 years. Though, again, some specific jobs might have slightly different upper limits.
Right. Standard enough.
Oh.
But this whole direct selection thing raises a really important point about preparation, doesn't it? If it's not just about studying for an exam.
What do you need to focus on?
Well, beyond the interview prep, which is crucial, the sources really stress getting your documents in order. This sounds basic, but they make it clear it's critical.
Okay, like what specifically?
You need a totally updated resume or CV, and it needs everything: qualifications, percentages when you passed, any work experience listed clearly.
Got it.
Then the usual suspects: a good passport-size photo, your signature, your AHAR card for ID, naturally all your education certificates.
Diplomas, degrees, mark sheets.
Exactly. Caste certificate, if that's relevant for your application, and age proof. They hammer home that incomplete documents. It's a quick way to get rejected. So dotting the I's and crossing the T's here is non-negotiable.
Right. No point having a great interview if the paperwork isn't right.
Precisely. And remember, connecting back to that direct selection, it means your personality, how you communicate, how you handle maybe unexpected questions or group dynamics. That's all being assessed directly.
So practice for interviews, group discussions.
Definitely, especially for cabin crew. Think about teamwork, handling pressure. For technical roles, be ready to show your skills, not just talk about theory. It's about who you are and what you can do.
So if we kind of zoom out, connect this to the bigger picture, this whole setup, especially the direct selection and no fee, it feels less like just applying for a job opening, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's more like a direct chance to show them what you've got. Your readiness, your skills, right there and then. Almost like an audition.
An audition. I like that. It's an interesting approach from Indigo. So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener, thinking about your next move? Given this direct selection model, the no-fee structure, how does that really change the usual job hunt game? And maybe more importantly, what non-academic skills, presentation, communication, teamwork, maybe even just your overall presence might actually be more crucial for landing one of these roles than just having top marks? Something to definitely think about as you weigh your options and maybe prepare that application.